How y'all doing?
Bad fellas.
I used to be in this room.
Darius, I think you guys probably thought you'd see a lot of dead in the chain. They're running back. When you get up 17 nothing, they got to start throwing the ball. How much of that can kind of affect the defensive game plan?
The game plan, Six is a good running back, slithery guy. So containing him was one of our biggest things we need to do as a defense, was to contain him and make them throw the ball. And the secondary that we are, the way we improve each week, and we just execute it on the back end, causing turnovers, PBUs, things like that. So the game plan worked to how we wanted to.
Hey guys, we saw it get a little chippy there towards the end. There was that little dust up between quarters. Can you just talk about what made this game such an emotional one for you guys, and what is the payoff now feel like?
I mean, when it gets chippy like that, it's just a bunch of emotion. For us, we don't do that. We're a disciplined football team, and I believe that was just a lot of passion. It was a lot of grit going into that game, and that's a game that we took very personal because we haven't beat those guys in a while. So it's always a first for everything, and just the passion that we played with that in this game, and just getting a little chippy, it showed the emotion and the will that everybody had to go and get this win. So, I mean, it's just a little emotion, but we're a disciplined football team. So, look, you see, it was no flag thrown. So, shows how much discipline we have not to throw a punch.
Can you talk about, games are won and lost in the trenches, and y'all won the battle in the trenches tonight, though. You shut down the running game, and you did a great job, too, of pressuring the quarterback all night. But just talk a little bit about that tonight.
Yeah, the game plan going there was to stop Six. We heard that he was shifty, fast, so we just had to stay in our gaps when he got the ball, and I feel like we executed that pretty good tonight. And, once you stop the run, they got to throw the ball, so that's what we try to do and get after the quarterback afterwards.
Over to that comment. Darius is a guy that's been here for a couple of years, a really long time.
Oh, man, it felt amazing, honestly, man. Like, I'll be honest with you, I started tearing up a little bit. Like, being here and just going on a losing streak against those guys. Don't get me wrong, they're a good football team, but to come out with a win against them today, it was just amazing, man. Just to see how much love that we had for each other after the game, the passion that everybody showed. It just means a lot, honestly. This game really was a personal game, and it meant a lot.
And you guys obviously last year coming off the bye week, get the big win, you do it again. How do you parlay this win into success these next 5 games?
Take it 1 week at a time. Go 1-0 each week. So. Great win. We're going to go into the facility, talk about it tomorrow, talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly, and we're going to build on that and get ready for next week.
Hey guys, the defense had to step up big in multiple moments tonight, and you've got some younger guys on defense, whether it's Nicky Warrior, DQ Smith, is some of the older guys on the team, and having the leadership experience that you have. What's your message to them in some of those moments when it's a tight game, the crowd is crazy, and you've got to come up big?
My message, on the field, I'll say my message to DQ and Nick was, what's the difference of this being like a high school game and a close game? All you're doing is wearing a different uniform and a different color, and it's on TV. So those guys came up big today, DQ with his pass breakups. It just shows the preparation that went into this week. I mean, those guys wouldn't be on the field if they aren't ready. You don't see too many freshmen on the field just going out there playing. Like, this isn't high school. Everybody don't get a chance to play. So for those guys to come in during fall camp, spring, and just put in the work, it showed out there today. So with those guys coming in a tight game like this and with the poise they played with, it's great. And honestly, those guys got a bright future ahead of them.
Correct me if I'm wrong, it looked like a bunch of you defensive guys ran over to the offensive huddle right before that last touchdown drive with 8 minutes left. Is that right? Did y'all do that? And what was y'all's message in there, or what was the reason for getting in there like that?
I think that was after it got chippy. I think that was after it got chippy. Well, my message to those guys was, hey man, they coming over here. Felt a little disrespected. I mean, our home turf, and they come and chippy at us. Like I said, it's just an emotional game, but the passion that those guys like in that huddle, it was like, all right, they come in doing that. All right, let's go. Like, it's smoke in the air. We're gonna give them some smoke. So, just the defense went over there because we told those guys we're gonna get them the ball every chance that we get. And that's what we did. We got them the ball every time. So for those guys to go out there and finish the game how they did, was very appreciative.
For Darius, on your interception, A, do you think you scored when you had the grass in front of you, and B, can you kind of walk us through kind of jumping the route there?
It was a similar route to last year. It was like a double move comeback route. ISO to the field. We prepped it just to stay high on it. And I just read the hip of the receiver and bit underneath it. The ball was also thrown inside. So you got to take advantage of that mistake. So balls like that got to be thrown outside. Just thrown inside, you got to capitalize on their mistake. And it was green grass in front of me. I saw the end zone. I was like, my guys got the blocks for me. It's all good. Hey, we got 3 out of it. We got something out of it. So.
Told us that last night at the hotel, he said the atmosphere would be something of an advantage, but that the crowd couldn't win the game for you. Obviously, that helped out in terms of penalties. How much for you guys, from your point of view, did the crowd help out on defense tonight?
Oh yeah, it helped a lot, especially on third down. Everybody got loud. You see how many times they came off sides. It was really big. That was probably the loudest I heard the crowd since I've been here. Yeah, it was exciting.
Jordan, you guys as a defensive line have been really, really disruptive the last couple weeks. I mean, you had a couple of hurries tonight. I don't know if you had a sack tonight. No sacks tonight, but I mean, you guys were in his face most of the night. I guess what's been different with you guys maybe the last few weeks? What do you feel like you guys are doing that's maybe getting some pressure, and what do you guys feel like you guys have been able to do maybe in the pass rush to create some of that pressure?
Like before the game, walking through our moves, keying the tackles and knowing what we're going to get pregame. So if their stance is cocked back, we'll key that in and we'll tell each other we know it's past. So really just studying and then going out on Saturday and doing it.
Well, these guys go.
Appreciate you guys.